AfterBuzzTV universe. Don't you dare be sour. We got new tag champs, and SmackDown AfterBuzz is here, so stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzzTV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
My hand keeps forming the number 5. As in 5-time tag team champions. And we're going to talk about that live on AfterBuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzzTV YouTube page, iTunes, SoundCloud, liking, subscribing, telling your friends and your foes about AfterBuzzTV and the wonderful world of sports entertainment as we break down SmackDown Live. What is up, everybody? I'm Christian Rosenberg. Whole crew here with me. Her voice is back. Better than ever. It's Gabby Loren.
Came back a few days ago, but wasn't there on Tuesday.
No, but you're back here now.
I am back
We'll just
here
count
now.
this. We'll count this as a triumphant return after missing a week.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's hard, you guys. Hard having a raspy voice.
It's
Has
true.
its ups and downs, you
It's
know?
true. And next to you, he is Tom Connolly.
Hello, I'm here.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello. I'm doing okay.
You're doing okay.
Just okay.
Just okay.
Yeah.
Well, overall, tonight's SmackDown was more than okay. Dare I say, phenomenal.
I was gonna say that.
I stole it from you.
Or awesome.
Or awesome.
Yes.
All of it. I mean, you want to talk about a show off the heels of one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year and getting everything immediately set going forward. No drawback, no hangover, no nothing tonight.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll go with that sound too. Not quite sure where that came from, but we'll work with it.
Yes.
But yeah, it was truly amazing tonight.
For a second, when Miz and Maurice came out, I wasn't planning for them to open the show. So I thought maybe I had fast forwarded or something happened where I tuned in late. And so I was like, wait a second, this is the beginning. This is the kickoff to SmackDown after SummerSlam. And this is truly awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really great.
I think it was the best SmackDown of the year.
Yeah.
Like, it just flowed.
Wow.
The crowd did really help this episode, I think, too.
Yeah.
Like, the crowd was into it the whole time. Like, everything was good. You know, the majority of the segments were, everyone did their part, and it was awesome.
Yep.
Right.
And we're going to get into it, but I know Tom, you wanted to request a little bit of time at the beginning of the show because you were tweeting about some announcement you wanted to make.
I just want, I've been in AfterBuzz for a long time. Yeah, I took
over 4 years.
I think so. Yeah, I took a break after main event was over. And I've had a lot of things going on, and ups and downs, and I just want to let everyone out there know that I'm not going anywhere.
No.
Awesome!
Why would you be going anywhere?
I am going somewhere, though.
Where are you going?
I am going All In. Yes.
What do you mean?
Connolly Central will be having a booth at All In next week in StarCast. I'll be selling my rings there.
You're going to be live in Chicago.
Live there, yes.
At
And
StarCast.
just so everybody knows, if you are going to the Cody and Young Bucks meet and greet, they will be giving away some of these rings to the people in the line.
And not only that, they reached out to you.
Well, no,
you brought
through
it
people, yes.
through people, and
Yes.
they were just like, "Wait, we love these rings. We want them at All In."
Yes.
That's pretty damn cool, if you ask me.
That's really awesome. So congratulations
So if
for
you're-
you on that.
Yeah, if you're going to Chicago, I will be there. Stop by, say hi.
Maybe buy a ring.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
You
it'll be
know-
very very limited supply. We'll say that.
If they're wearing a Christian Rosenberg shirt, will you give them a discount?
I'll have to think about that.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, speaking of All In, at least you got your stuff together, Tom. But apparently, ex-WWE superstar CM Punk was declining his offer to wrestle at All In, according to Cody Rhodes.
Ooh, so they offered him to wrestle.
Oh,
there.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said no.
No, he doesn't want to.
He's too good for it.
But you know what? More room for Tom and more room for Connolly Central in those
Exactly.
rings.
Exactly.
That's awesome news. We'll get more into it, but let's get into the physical show itself.
Yes.
Because it started off, Gabby, like you said, with Miz and
Yeah.
Maurice in the ring.
Two of my favorite people.
Two of everyone's favorite, really. and least favorite at the same time. And
True.
Miz starts his promo by pretty much quoting line for line Daniel Bryan's retirement speech.
Which, for a second, I didn't realize was his retirement speech. And in my mind, I'm like, could he really be getting fired for maybe something that they did do that wasn't in storyline? Like those brass knuckles? Maybe that wasn't planned. You never know. Sometimes WWE superstars could get a big head and say, well, I've been in this company for like 10 plus years, and I feel like I could just create this. Kind of like what Big Cass was doing. He was kind of crossing boundaries with them and got in trouble for it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So for a second, I was thinking, could Miz really be getting in trouble for something? And he's a really damn good actor, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The crying and everything.
A-list. There's a reason why he has the most watched reality show on the USA Network.
Yeah.
And that he's on other shows like MTV. And
Yeah. So he is officially announcing his retirement of ever facing Daniel Bryan again. 100 Daniel Bryan punches don't add up to one Miz punch. I hope the brass knuckles becomes a regular thing with Miz, like it was with Regal.
Yeah.
Because that's another great asset to his already annoying, wonderful character.
Yep. He'll be just trying to start like he just beats people that way. Like that's like
That's
his
how
finisher now.
well, it almost turns into his finisher. Like if he can't get the Skull Crusher finale,
Yeah.
he finds a way to sink the brass knuckles in and use them.
Yeah.
So Daniel Bryan comes out, he calls Miz a coward, and he says, I'm going to expose you for what you really are, a wannabe Hollywood star cosplaying as a professional wrestler. He also mentions that Miz is currently wearing makeup in the ring. And Maurice tells Bryan to go home and he should change her name to Daniel Bella. And then out comes Brie. Maurice runs, but Brie doesn't care. She just beats the crap out of Miz. And we find out at Hell in a Cell, it will be Miz and Maurice versus Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella.
I wanted this so bad on Sunday for our SummerSlam pay-per-view. Recap, I actually mentioned it would be so cool if we had Brie and Daniel versus Miz and Maurice, and that's exactly what we found out tonight on SmackDown, which is why SmackDown is the A show.
Yeah. I mean, Hell in a
It's
Cell
excellent.
matches already announced.
Yeah, it's great.
So Brie's
It's,
making her return to wrestling.
And
Yeah.
Maurice.
And
I mean,
Maurice.
And
Both
Maurice,
of them.
true. She just had a baby 4
Yeah.
months ago. Like, that is insane.
Yeah.
She looks so good.
And who knows, this may lead to them having a singles match at Evolution. It's possible.
Yep.
I mean, we'll have to see how it goes, but I love it because it brings another factor into this feud without the super hype of the Daniel Bryan Miz rematch per se, because you can still save that.
Yep. Yeah.
But they're still going to get their hands on each other, and now we're going to throw their wives in the mix of it.
And
the next pay per view will be a 6-person tag match. It will also include Monroe Sky and Birdie.
I saw someone say put babies on a pole match.
Oh my God.
No, they're going to have an Iron Man.
It would be really cool, though, if all of these wrestlers were still involved, like 20 years down the line from now, and Birdie and Monroe Sky were now adults
Yeah.
and could wrestle each other. And
Yeah.
then there's that storyline. And they show these current storylines as recaps for promos.
Yes.
Yeah, and whoever thought of the finish of that match, like being the punch, because all Daniel Bryan wanted
Punch
to
in
do
the
was
face,
punch him in the face.
punch in the face.
Oh man, you deserve a raise. You
I
deserve a
applaud
raise.
it.
Yeah.
You know what else I applaud? All of our awesome fans and listeners who listen on iTunes and YouTube, and you talk about us and you share our links. We love you, and we want your help even more to make AfterBuzz grow more and more. Tell us about it, Tom.
Yeah, so hey AfterBuzzers, our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows. From dramas, reality, sci-fi, and more. There's no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking you to please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you that'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. If you're worried about pesky notifications, don't worry because they're optional. So hit the subscribe button now on this channel and check out all of our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did, and we'll give you a mention on air in the comments. And then and thanks for being the best fans and helping us be the ESPN of Talk TV.
There you go. And multiple people in chat roll, I'd never heard this, but a number of people are saying that at the Super Show in Australia, it's announced Daniel Bryan will face Miz for the winner of that gets a shot at the WWE title.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't hear that.
They just announced a bunch of stuff. Cena and Lashley versus Kevin Owens and...
I thought it was just supposed to be Cena and Owens.
No. Now it's Kevin Owens and Elias.
Interesting.
Yeah, really weird match. There was something else too, and it just said the Shield was going to be in action. Some Shield versus somebody.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Joseph Boza in the chat roll also called that out, so thanks for that.
Yeah, we had a few people. And Maria Annette also mentioned it too. Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton, they finally have a match, and Jeff Hardy goes nuts.
He deserves to.
As he should.
This is when Jeff Hardy is at his best, though.
When he's crazy?
Yeah.
Clearly, he gave an intentional low blow, causing a disqualification. Randy gets to win, but... And by the way, in the midst of this, we had the ear pull again.
Yeah.
The ear pull of doom.
I fast-forwarded this time. I couldn't watch it.
Oh, I rewound. I watched it again. It's so crazy. And I don't know who thought of it.
Yeah.
But it's brilliant. Jeff Hardy's throwing Randy Orton all around the arena. He hits him with a camcorder.
Yes. But this was after
The match.
the match.
Yeah.
Which, to me, was the best part. The
beatdown
post-match,
after?
beatdown
Oh,
post-match
that's the big story.
was way more interesting than this actual match.
Yeah,
Let's get to the point here.
Yeah, and that's why. Well, one thing, I'm like, why was there a random 1994 handheld camcorder hanging around the equipment? But he hit him with it.
Don't you think it would be cool, though, if there was more unplanned beatdowns, but that were this long and didn't involve matches? So maybe it's just part of a storyline, and it's not like... Paige coming out and saying, you have to fight him. There's just some animosity with a storyline, and then a beatdown happens.
Yes and no. And the only reason I say no is because if so many things are happening outside of the ring, there's so many people in the live audience that can't view it. They don't have a good view of it unless they're looking at the Tron, and that will make them angry. In a situation like this, it was built up, the anger, they were ran out there. But I'm saying if all of a sudden in the next segment they're wrestling all around, and then the next segment they're wrestling all around, then it's going to get too excessive. You don't want to oversaturate it.
I don't think you need to do it every match, or you know what I mean. But
Yeah,
I think,
not every match.
I think if they did it like twice a night somehow, maybe.
Well, they did.
Like
Joe, they did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why this show was, I thought, amazing. But if they were to incorporate that more without just necessarily having a match, just to create some animosity within the characters and their storyline, I think it would be more fun. Why do they have to call a match for there to be a storyline? There should be fights and then a storyline match is called from there.
That's pretty much what was with Daniel Bryan and Miz. They weren't having matches per se, but the story.
But they involved the women.
Yeah, now they did. Yes.
In the beatdown.
Yeah. Also, big swanton off top of a bunch of equipment trunks through a table on Randy Orton. So let's just take a wild guess now. What is their match going to be at Hell in a Cell? I'm going to say it's False Count Anywhere.
Yeah.
You agree?
I can think. Yeah, it's got to be something. Yeah.
Something crazy like that.
You know, it's not Extreme Rules.
No.
Pay-per-view, but this is gonna have like pay-per-view with all stipulations. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was Jeff Hardy of old. Like,
Yeah.
you could put that video up to anything of like him at MSG jumping off the thing under the Dudleys. Like it's like, mirror.
Yeah.
Same shot. It's cool.
I love how they finished this match with Orton's face being covered. It was kind of like rest in peace, Randy Orton.
How the tablecloth conveniently fell over his face. Yes.
And I'm glad he didn't move it and he played like that dead character because you're pretty much saying Jeff Hardy crushed you. So good job.
Yeah. A promo backstage with the Bar saying they're making a challenge to whoever wins the tag title match. Gallows and Anderson show up in blazers and glasses. Gallows, for some reason, has a British accent. And for some reason, Cesaro says Ed Sheeran prefers the Bar over the club. And we'll see you guys next week. This was I'm fine with the match next week, but it was a very awkward promo.
It's like they challenged the champion, whoever wins the main event, but then they got the club instead.
Yeah. We want the champions. Oh, okay, we'll take Gallows and Anderson instead. I don't get it, but all right.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the match. It'll be a fun match.
I think I think the Gallows and Anderson are just trying to get traction, just trying to get some stuff going.
And they should.
Yeah.
Naomi versus Peyton Royce. Peyton and Billy. I love their promos. They're just so obnoxious that it's funny to me.
100%.
Name something that's overrated, loud, obnoxious, and has annoying flashing lights everywhere. Oh, Brooklyn! No, that's the answer to what is a dumpster fire. No, we're talking about Naomi. Oh, okay. The match itself, I thought, was really good. It was nice, A, seeing Naomi again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And B, having Peyton in the singles match, which was good too. Now I'm with the split leg drop. Not just like standing and does the splits. Like she jumped. And ow.
Yeah.
And in the match, Billy's distracting Naomi. Naomi throws Billie Kay into the ring post, but then Peyton grabs Naomi, throws her into the ring post, then delivers a fisherman suplex. And to me, I'll call it an upset with Peyton Royce getting the victory over Naomi. I love it.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was out of nowhere. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, Naomi's back. She'll probably get the win. Just the first night back on SmackDown in a while.
Yeah.
But I'm fine. Like I think we need to build up. Like especially Charlotte being champion. Like we need to build up the heels on the SmackDown side of like women to actually go against her. So I'm definitely cool with that.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good match. It was nice to see Naomi back in the game. I really like the Iconics, so I'm looking forward to seeing where they go throughout WWE and how far they can go.
Peyton is incredible talent. Billie Kay is very good. Peyton is really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. Big E is getting some tape around his ribs. I guess his ribs are injured by the giant bludgeoning hammer.
Yeah,
It's a
giant hammer.
It's a giant hammer. And, I mean, he was beat up so bad he couldn't remember the trainer's name because he said, "Thanks, Joe, Jim, Bob, whatever your name is." And Xavier asked him, "How are the ribs?" He said he liked them smoked, but these will do. And he pulls out some bag of Chinese spare ribs. And they're talking about how much history they've made in Brooklyn, and they're going to make more tonight. Becky Lynch, this is the big story.
Okay, here's also another beatdown scenario without a match,
Yes.
which I loved.
True.
Again.
You know what else I love? The fact that we got Christian's Claus for Becky Lynch. Hit the music! Oh, yes. Someone's got a new t-shirt. Good to me. Her name is Becky Lynch, and this t-shirt is badass. Orange. Let's go, like a bright orange. Relentless instead of relentless. In very violent font. It's a really cool shirt. And I think it's going to suit this new attitude as well. Love it. Buy her shirt. Support her because this is awesome. Becky Lynch, Christian's Closet this week. There you go. All right. I know that was kind of a quick one, but it was pretty straight to the point.
Yeah.
Becky's promo. By the way, did I call this on Sunday or last week? You weren't here.
I don't know. Well, I didn't know. You didn't say.
I didn't
say when it was gonna happen, but you did say.
I said Becky was turning.
Yeah.
I said Carmella would win. I didn't expect Charlotte to win, but I'm like, it's gonna be Becky. I'm so happy it was.
But I feel like you actually did say that on a show that I was on, so maybe the week before too.
Maybe. I just wanted to feel smart for a minute. I deserve to be standing here as the women's champion. Charlotte deserved the beating I gave her. SummerSlam was supposed to be my time. It was my time to silence the critics to say that I'm just Charlotte's friend. You act like you're all with me, but were you the whole time? There was no hashtag give Becky a chance. When Charlotte got added, you didn't boycott. When Charlotte won, you applauded a new champion. When anybody asks the universe who the greatest superstar of all time is, for some reason Becky Lynch isn't the first name out of your mouths. I've been made an afterthought. You're all a generation of all talk and no action. I knew then my best friend had been holding me back. Goddamn!
Yeah.
So good!
I don't believe Becky Lynch is going to stay a heel for a very long time. I think she's doing it right now to get some heat and to make more of an impact when going after that championship title. But once she does get it at some point, which I have a feeling she will go back to babyface. So everyone else can, chill out and relax, calm down. She won't be a heel forever.
I wanted to be.
I wanted to be heel for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, she's never been a heel.
A lot of fans are upset. They're like really mad about this heel.
Why though?
Because they think that Charlotte Flair was the one that should have been the heel.
But we've seen it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Charlotte's great at it. I got no problem with Charlotte being a heel. But to me, this is one of those, let's experiment and see. And it's early, but it's working.
Yeah.
Because people are upset at Becky. They're reacting to it. That's exactly what they want.
Well, they would have reacted whether it was Becky or Charlotte.
No, but we would have seen the same reaction that we've gotten in the past from Charlotte. We've never gotten this with Becky.
But,
and the story based on the past and the history of how Becky's been screwed over time and time again hasn't make sense for it to happen.
And you have to understand that they were in Brooklyn, which is like a WrestleMania crowd.
Yes.
Where they're gonna cheer the bad guys. It doesn't matter. Like Becky, like
Go New York.
I feel like we'll see next week when they're in Toronto next week, I think. So I think it'll kind of be the same maybe kind of crowd, but when they get to the other cities where people are gonna boo her because they don't like her now, which is good. I could see them doing a double turn down the line a little bit on them because I think. Charlotte I think she's pretty much a natural heel, but I think it's just, let's see what happens. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. Amazing promo by Becky.
People in the chat room are saying, like, nobody's upset at Becky. I'm not saying, like, you individually are mad, but I'm saying a lot of kids are mad. A lot of kids are upset, and who's the top merchandise seller? Kids are like, wait, we love Becky. Why is she doing mean things?
But we've never seen this, so let's.
Yeah, right. We've never seen it. We got to see what's going to happen.
2 days.
Yeah,
let's see what happens.
Now, if all of a sudden she chops her hair and the music changes, okay, well then we'll see what happens if she goes that far.
Yeah,
who knows what
they need to get
do
those
with it.
like whoa-whoas out of her music for sure.
I think this is a warranted heel turn because at this point, you're in every right supposed to be upset that you didn't get your chance and a fair chance at it to have that championship opportunity. So once that's blown over and she maybe at Evolution gets a rematch or something, maybe we can see her get the belt finally and then go back to who she was before. I would like to see that personally.
I think these two are going in Hell in a Cell.
Oh,
I mean, they might, but I honestly think they have to do something major for Evolution, and to have at least some sort of women's championship title on the line at Evolution would be a better opportunity. Whereas they're not going to take Ronda Rousey's belt from her at Evolution. Like, she's going to have
this has nothing to do with Ronda.
No.
Well, no, I'm just trying to think storyline.
Oh, like what they're going to do at... Oh, gotcha,
they're going to need a championship title match for sure at Evolution that maybe switches where a new person gets it because it's a huge event for the women.
Sure.
So I feel like in order to have a title switch, it has to be a SmackDown belt, not the Raw, because Ronda Rousey's going to have it for a long time. They're not going to take it from Ronda. She'll be the Brock Lesnar, but more liked.
Charlotte eventually came out.
Like Brock Lesnar.
Charlotte came out and they brawled, and then we had something that we've never seen before because we've seen the separation between two like monsters. With like the locker room clearing out, never had it with the women.
No, it was
have
amazing.
to clear out and have to separate Becky and Charlotte, and we got that tonight, and I loved it.
Yeah, they beat the crap out of each other.
Yes, they did.
Awesome. It was perfect.
Yes.
Like everything about this segment was gold. I almost hate that Carmella has a match next week because I just want to continue this. Like I'm like, okay, I get you get a rematch, Carmella, but you're not getting the belt back. Like, no way.
Yeah.
You have gold with this. You're not getting it back. Like, don't. It's kind of a waste now.
I also liked how this brawl was long-lived. They didn't cut it short.
Right.
Yep.
They let it play out for a good amount of time to create the intensity and show also the sides, heels versus baby faces. If you noticed, all of the heels were on Becky's side. All of the baby faces were defending Charlotte Flair.
It's happening.
Yep.
It's happening.
Confirmed.
Gotta love it. Rusev and Lana versus Almas and Zelina rematch from the kickoff. It was a good match. Nothing that to me was crazy, but it was a fun mixed tag match. The key story and the match almost tries to bring in a chair, and Aiden English finally does something right.
Yes. We're not going to lose him. Great news.
He takes the chair away from Almas. Almas walks into a Masha kick accolade. Rusev and Lana get some revenge, get the win, and Aiden English is elated because he finally helped him in the positive way. So now, are they going to be joined back together? Or is this kind of a plan of English trying to get back on good terms with them, then to stab him in the back?
Yeah. I think I agree with you on that. I think that's what's...
I'm happy either way.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun match. I mean, 50-50 booking.
Yeah, it was.
But this at least had a better outcome. Like, Lana got pinned in the last match, so Lana still has to prove that she can beat Zelina, too. So we didn't get that in this match either. So...
Yep. Then quick little promo with Nakamura. The main thing in this is we are welcome to the United States of Nakamerica. Oh my God, I can't wait. I hope this results in like random video segments of him trying to be patriotic and hilarious.
And a shirt.
Yes. Oh my God, I will buy that shirt. I will totally buy a Knock America shirt. AJ Styles. They have that side stage set up again where they had it for a few weeks and it was gone for a few months. Now it's back. Renee asks him what happened at SummerSlam. He doesn't say anything. Renee starts trying to ask something else and he stops her. He said, it didn't end the way I wanted it to, but I don't regret what I did to Joe. Joe crossed the line that a real man doesn't cross. And the next time Joe mentions my family's name, I'll rip his heart out. And then Joe just shows up from behind, beats the crap out of him, cookie in a clutch, knocks him out, grabs a mic. I know you want Daddy to be home, but he's already gone night-night.
Hey, Wendy.
So good.
Wendy.
Yeah.
So good. Oh,
Yeah.
my God, I love this. I love that they're feuding.
Was an amazing promo.
Yes.
Best I think of the night. Hands down.
Yeah, I mean, it was... I'm glad this is continuing. I kind of... After the pay-per-view, SmackDown matches didn't really live up to, what I wanted them to be. Especially both the,
Well, the
tag
fact
team.
that they happened in the middle of the show.
Well, that too, but the tag team and this ended in DQ, so it was like, we didn't really get what we wanted, I think, at the, but now... I mean, they're definitely ramping it up, which I'm fine with.
I beg to differ. I think I got what I wanted out of that SummerSlam match in the sense of the intensity and the story.
Yeah.
Of course, we didn't see Samoa beat AJ. Like, it kind of was it didn't come to a conclusion, really. But still entertaining and still a lot of fierceness, I would say. But I'm looking forward to where they go for Hell in a Cell because clearly these two are going to have another title match
In Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
It's got to be. This has got to
They
be in a Hell in a
have
Cell
Yeah,
match.
because I can't. There's nothing else that could really be. I could see them. I don't know if they do. If they're gonna do Brock Roman, they could do a Hell in a Cell because then they could keep the Shield out. But I don't. We already saw them in cage match. We don't need to see that.
The main thing that we need to see is Joe and AJ in Hell in a Cell, and that better close the damn show.
And you guys, how funny is this? A few episodes ago, I actually predicted the family thing. Remember I said, wouldn't it be cool if they involved the families?
You did, actually.
Live.
Yeah. You did.
And they involved Wendy. Just saying. So I would love for Hell in a Cell, if they have this rematch, that Samoa Joe's family shows up. And now they're on the sideline.
It could.
I would love that. And then we'll see what AJ does to Samoa Joe in front of his family.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the story was very good on Sunday. I liked the story. I just didn't think ending.
You didn't want a second DQ
Yes.
finish
for another
on a
belt.
pay-per-view.
Yes.
Yeah. Paige backstage asking the refs and security to take care of AJ and Samoa Joe. Carmella shows up. Paige is like, oh, you look like you lost weight. Oh, it was that 10 pounds of gold. And don't title shame me. I love that line.
That was perfect.
Carmella wants her rematch and she wants a one-on-one. Paige says you'll get that rematch next week. Then R-Truth shows up. You've been dodging me for weeks. I'm getting that title match. All I got to do is pin you. And they're just like, what's happening? Truth, you should go. This
is getting weird.
Are
now.
you lost?
Yeah.
You're not wrestling women. It was really funny that first week. And it's like, oh, they thought it was hilarious. Now they're pushing it.
Yeah, I think the beginning of this was good when he showed up.
Yeah.
But then it kind of fell flat. This is
And then Paige yelling off camera, Truth, put her down. Okay.
Yeah. It was fine.
Main event, The New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. So Big E, again with the taped ribs, sent them off and then went to the back. As soon as that happened, part of me was just like, oh my God, Big E's turning heel tonight.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought. I thought all of a sudden Big E was turning.
Yeah.
No
because I thought he
way.
was. That's what my initial thought was because, oh my God, he's tricking them and he's not going to be at. Why would he not be at ringside? He's always at ringside.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh no, this is actually going to happen. I'm like, I want it and I don't want it. It didn't happen. But it was a very fun match. Kofi got murdered by Corey Grace's chair.
Oh my gosh. Rowan.
Perfect throw. A perfect throw.
That ref jumped so fast to the ground to make sure he was okay.
Can you blame him?
Yeah, no, but it was just he was just like, oh my gosh, oh, are you okay, man?
These guys have such good reflexes. If I was in the ref's position, I might be in such shock that I would just have stood there and not known what to do and been body slammed.
I would have been like, ring the bell. Just done. We're done. We're done now. We're done. We're not doing any more.
Like, forget the wrestlers having injuries. Like, the side people get the injuries.
Bludgeon Brothers, again, there's something that I don't think I've seen before. They took off part of the apron, just a small part of the apron where, like, the monitor screen is now on the apron side, and then threw Xavier Woods' face into it. All right. They set up a ladder on 2 chairs, did their crucifix bomb on Kofi on top of the ladders, a move that they've beaten pretty much everyone with without the use of a ladder. Do it on Kofi with a ladder, and he kicks out.
Yeah. I don't know if I really like... I mean, I kind of wish Xavier would have jumped in and at least broke up the pin on that, I think. Just because I mean, they built these guys as being so unstoppable, and now... You know,
or
it did take
do a move that was not pretty much your finisher.
Yeah,
and like you can smack him, like you can do a back body drop with him falling on the ladder, and he somehow kicks out. Fine,
yeah.
But it just all of a sudden this finisher has been the most dominant finishing move for a tag team on SmackDown for the last year.
Yeah.
And now is the first time they do it with a ladder, and this is like the only time someone kicks out.
Well, I enjoyed that the New Day had such an intense beatdown. And they were able to overcome it. Because here's the thing, like, you're a champion when you can take all that. And you're a champion when you still fight through it all. So that's what they showed tonight.
Yep.
And they proved themselves to be worthy of the tag team championships.
Well, it also gives a lot of respect to Rome, because there have been tons of reports, including Ryan Satin on Pro Wrestling Sheet, reported that at SummerSlam, Eric Rowan suffered an arm injury, more than likely a torn bicep.
Yeah.
And he still did this damn match.
Yeah,
He's not human.
No.
Like, and I'm almost sad about this because
they're not going to get a rematch. He's going to be gone.
He's going to be gone. Who knows what's going to happen with Harper? And they finally made these guys so interesting, and they had an amazing match. And you're like,
and now he's gone.
Like, why weren't these guys having matches like this the last 6 months? They had the belts. Like, I get they're supposed to be killing people, but
and it's really like battle, because there was a point. If you remember, Rowan, they were giving some time. He had a win over Randy Orton, and he was having some really good singles matches. Then he tore his rotator cuff. Like, he was starting to elevate.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he got hurt. Now, like you said, these last several weeks, Bludgeon Brothers have been getting better and better and better. Eric Rowan gets hurt again.
Yeah, it sucks for him.
Do you think that's why they're giving the tag team championships to the New Day, or?
I think that's one of the main reasons.
They needed to get
because if Rowan needs surgery, then obviously they can't be there to defend the titles.
Well, here's the thing. I think that they've definitely built them up and they're improving week to week and giving excellent matches. But when they first started having their winning streak, they were wrestling jobbers, having 1-minute matches. It was such a waste of their talent. So I agree with you on that end of the spectrum. Like, they should have been having these intense matches from the beginning, regardless of if injuries are possible, because injuries are possible no matter what in this stage of the game.
And eventually, Rowan gets taken out by running. He pretty much ran himself through the barricade. And then Kofi and Xavier are in there alone with Harper. Kofi hits Harper with one of their own mallets. Trouble in Paradise, sets him on the table. Woods hits his flying elbow through the table on Harper, gets the pin. Biggie then runs out in celebration, not to attack. And New Day are now your five-time tag team champions.
I mean, I said I kind of wanted them to win on Sundays because I thought the Bludgeon Brothers were getting kind of stale, and then they have this amazing match, and I don't want the Bludgeon Brothers to go anywhere now.
Yeah.
And now they're gone, and then we get New Day as champs. But I mean, the club, the bar, Sanity.
We still got teams.
Yeah, I know. I mean, but those 3 teams, and then now we get the Usos.
Usos
and
are
then
still
New
there.
Day. Like, I mean, now they're gonna tear it up now.
And who knows, like, as far as all the good people in NXT, for all we know, there might be a new team coming to SmackDown soon.
Yeah, if they get rid of a team, yeah.
Right, if they decide to.
And there was some weird
Not
things.
that they need to bring anybody up, because we have so many
It's so
people.
stacked right now. It's so
yeah.
stacked right now.
And there was people online saying that if Rowan's out, Harper should go to Raw and help Braun Strowman and form the Wyatt family with Bray again to fight the Shield.
That would be interesting.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I saw that online. And I was like, yes, do if Rowan's out, send him
it.
forever.
That would be awesome.
Do that.
Yeah, that should be the match at the Australia show. I think Shield versus Wyatt family.
Wow. Yes. Oh my God. I didn't even think of that, but that is brilliant. Whoever came up with
Yeah, I
that
just
is
saw it
brilliant.
online. Yeah,
Whose side are you guys on?
Wyatt's.
Yours?
Oh, I don't know.
Really?
Oh God.
I'm a Wyatt all the way. Although, obviously, Shield is awesome, but I've always been a
I'll
Bray
wait
fan.
until the match is announced
Yeah, I mean,
to make a decision on that one.
Just think of those 6 guys in one match. You're like,
That'd be so
wow.
cool.
Especially where they are now.
But and remember, because how nuts people went when it was years ago. There was the Shield versus Wyatt family where that was Bray, Harper, and Rowan.
Yeah, that match was awesome.
And now Braun is bigger than any of them, and you switch out Rowan with Braun.
Yeah.
That's a
See what
really
happens.
good idea. It's a really good. You know what else is really cool? Gabby's wrestling rap segment.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think it's time for it.
I'm
there's the
glad you
music and
like it.
You like that segue? Was it a good segue?
Yeah, I
All
like
right.
that you
Cool.
like my wrestling rap. That's awesome. Got the seal of approval. So first we're going to talk about how Matt Riddle is officially signed to an NXT deal. Are you guys happy about that? I know we talked about rumors circulating around originally, and now it's pretty much official. His wife made a YouTube video.
And he showed up at TakeOver.
Yeah, and he was at NXT
Yeah.
Brooklyn. So, yeah.
We've talked about. I really feel Matt Riddle could be this generation's Rob Van Dam. He's got the MMA style, the low key, no nonsense. He gets the crowd chanting "bro," which is something that Mojo Rawley could not do,
Or Zack Ryder.
He's a tremendous talent. I personally. I love what they do at TakeOver, where all of a sudden they show like the newest big signee in the crowd.
Yeah.
But the first couple of them that they did, it was just a shock. Like you never heard the news really that person signed.
Yeah.
So like this, I was expecting, we're going to see Matt Riddle tonight, and we did. And we're expecting to see Keith Lee, and we did like the last time. It was like, I wanted the surprise factor. It was like, oh my God, he did. Oh my God, he's here. Oh, he's in NXT now. He's not main roster. He's NXT. So I love the idea. I'm excited for Matt Riddle. I just want the surprise if they're going to do that at TakeOver.
Yeah. Like he just showed, like his music just hits and he just walks out.
Yeah.
Something like that too.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But-
Well, originally he had interest from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and then Triple H gave him a phone call, and within 30 minutes offered him a contract.
Everyone has been raving about how fast of a learner he was in making the change from MMA to professional wrestling. And obviously it's shown because he's been wrestling all over the world. And showed because WWE wanted him.
Yeah. Well, I find it interesting that Lisa Riddle, his wife, broke the news through YouTube, wound up deleting this video a few hours later, and then also mentioned that he's not supposed to stay in developmental very long, quote unquote. So I guess that means he'll be signed to NXT, but he'll probably be at those next call-ups at WrestleMania next year, or like right after WrestleMania. So yeah, he I think begins his contract on September 4th at the Performance Center. So look out for him.
Yeah, well he'll be on TV, I would say.
Probably right away.
Well, even though he starts there, he's not going to be immediate. I would say probably like end of, like sometime in October.
You don't think he'll be on the next tapings that they have?
No,
He's
next
not even
tapings are
supposed
this
to
week.
be in Florida till the 4th.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right.
So I could see maybe he makes like his official debut at TakeOver LA, War Games, in some match there.
Forgot
what else we
that's
got?
gonna be here.
Yeah.
Well, in other news, Wrestling Observer journalist Dave Meltzer received some heat a few days ago.
A
lot of heat. I know you
He's on
sounded off on
fire.
Twitter. I read your comment.
Oh God.
You always get involved on Twitter,
Yeah.
Christian.
Did he block you?
Maybe.
Did Scott get off on you too for saying anything or no? Because I know you and Scott go back and forth too whenever you like voice.
No,
your
not with
opinion.
this.
It was interesting. Well, so Dave Meltzer, if you haven't heard, I'm sure you all have, but he received a lot of heat because when he was on air on the radio, he made some comments about Peyton Royce from WWE and said she's an exceedingly attractive woman. and he realizes the lengths and pressures on women in the entertainment world have to maintain unnatural looks. That was what his apology was, actually. But what he said before that was making comments about how he liked her better in NXT and how
because
she
he felt
looks
she like she's gained a little weight.
No. He said that she looked lighter then
In NXT.
and liked her better.
Right.
But apparently in his apology, which was later on, when she had, gone after him and said, well, this is why girls suffer from eating disorders
She's
and
right,
stuff like
yeah.
that. But you have to hear both sides here. She is right to a certain extent. But was this a misinterpretation of what he was trying to say without getting detailed? He pretty much left out the fact that what he really meant to say was that he was commenting on her breast augmentation. And it had nothing to do with whether she was skinny, fat, or average.
But that's still,
Either way, it's depicting a woman's looks, and maybe, although obviously wrestling is based a lot on looks and a lot on character and storyline, doesn't mean you need to talk about it when you're not a character.
But he has,
Or in a storyline.
But also, she decided to do that. It's not like they came to her and were like, listen, you want to go to the main roster? You got to get a breast,
Yeah, but people need to be able to make their own decisions and not receive criticism for it. If a woman wants to do that, then she should be able to.
no,
that's
she
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
absolutely-
saying. I'm just saying that, it's not like they didn't tell her she had to do that. She did it on her own.
Yeah.
Well, we really don't know what they told her, but I mean, I'm sure she decided it.
Regardless, Dave Meltzer pretty much said that she's gained weight.
No, he didn't say
He
she's
said
gained weight.
he said that she was lighter and pretty much looked better. That means thinner.
He said it was because of the breast augmentation, not an actual weight issue.
He can say whatever he wants. The fact is he didn't say it when he said it,
So
which
do
he
you
shouldn't have
think-
said anything to begin with. He is an absolute scumbag for saying things like that, and I'm glad everyone in WWE went off on him. This is a guy who's created his own rating system. He's a very intelligent man when it comes to wrestling. Arguably, maybe no one more intelligent as far as the history of wrestling than Dave Meltzer. But this proves that he's nothing more than just a guy Googling at the girls and insulting them.
Okay, so here's
and
what I want to know.
It really upsets me.
From you, and I think I already see your stance on it. So with that being said, do you
Where's that rage
feel
music?
like when he apologized that he was sincere, or that he's covering and saying it was about the breast augmentation?
I mean, I don't know him personally.
Mm-hmm.
So my only experience ever with him was at a WrestleMania Access. Someone like a AfterBuzz fan came up to me, asked for a photo, and he literally was getting ready to try to ask Dave Meltzer to take the photo of us as he was walking by. And then he kind of stopped himself, realized it was Meltzer, and then Meltzer just kind of gave me an awkward look and kept walking. That's my extent of my experience with Dave Meltzer. So
you're biased. Just kidding.
yes, sure. I mean, he knows obviously what he did was wrong, and I'm not against, obviously everyone could get second chance or things like that, but he's got to make up for it, because now if people in wrestling did respect him, a lot of people no longer do, and so he's got a lot of cleaning up to do. I mean, I'm not trying to compare this to Hogan by any means, but it's that realm is, okay, you dug yourself this giant hole, and now you gotta somehow face the music, deal with all this criticism, deal with all this hatred that you're getting from not just from wrestling fans, but from the wrestlers themselves that you're rating.
Yeah.
And you have to face the music and try your best to move on and stay as professional as possible, because clearly you fell off the boat with this.
Well, Tom, do you think that maybe Dave Meltzer meant it was about her weight, the comment, but then felt like he dug himself a hole, so he had to lie and maybe cover it up with the breast augmentation comment?
Yeah, I mean, when I hear someone say oh, yeah, when I hear lighter, I think weight. I don't think, because she got that done. I don't know. I think it's kind of hard. I feel like he was just trying to, obviously he's going to apologize because he is in this industry. He's got to see these people.
Yeah.
But it's come on, man, read the room. It's 2018.
Social media is a thing.
But no, but not even that. But we just, we don't need to be, we don't need to be tearing people down like that.
No.
That's not how, she's out there doing what she needs to do, and, she's just doing her job. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think I get that's why he said that. He needed to apologize, but I don't know. It's just kind of it's a weird. I think it's also a generation gap thing too. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's like the older generation, like they're like, oh well, you know.
No, I don't think it's a generation gap because I believe that if this was to happen years ago, it was before social media and technology was at this level.
But I don't think it would have. If this happened,
these would have been locker room conversations.
If this happened 7 years, well, yeah. If this happened 7 years ago or 8 years ago, nobody would have batted an eye at. No one said anything, which I think is wrong. Then you know what I mean? Like,
it's true. It's sad, but it's true.
These girls go out there each and every day,
and the whole women's evolution,
bust their ass to look good and be in shape, and they train all the time. If you don't see any of them, all their Instagrams are like them like working out and training, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I mean,
weight aside, not every woman has to fit a certain size. We have Nia Jax.
Yeah.
She's amazing
100%.
and she's beautiful.
They're all gorgeous.
Yeah.
In their own different ways.
So, I mean, women power to all of those WWE superstars, and I'm glad that they all stood up for Peyton, regardless of what the story is.
Men and women. A bunch of male superstars did too.
Everybody came out to support her, especially on Twitter. So good on you guys for supporting your fellow colleagues.
Absolutely. And we do have to wrap the show up. I don't know if you had a quick Kevin Owens news or anything.
I do.
Because we got to go. We got to go.
It's not even really news. I just want to send my condolences to Kevin Owens because, as we all saw on Sunday at SummerSlam, unfortunately, Kevin Owens was slammed on the ramp, that steel ramp.
Ooh.
And it looked like he took a hard hit.
He bounced. His soul bounced
his
out of
head
his body.
might have even bounced, and I hope that didn't create a concussion. But Kevin, we love you here at AfterBuzz Smackdown Live, and we're sending our condolences to you, and we just hope you have a speedy recovery.
We're sending condolences because you got chokeslammed by Braun Strowman. That's what's happening right now.
Duh.
All right.
I hope you're okay, Kevin.
And that's it.
On that note, we got to wrap this up. Thank you, guys. We want to hear your thoughts on everything that we talked about. You can tell us on iTunes, tell us on YouTube, and you can tell us on various forms of social media. Tom, Mr. I'm going all in, Connolly, with Connolly Central. How can people reach out to you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at TomTheCom. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Connolly Central. And if you're going to be in Chicago, come see me. I will be there at All In.
He'll have rings.
See me. I'll see you at StarCast.
That's right. Gabby.
You guys can follow me at Gabby Loren TV on Twitter and Instagram. And if you're like Wellington in our chat, who thinks it may be weird to have watched us in the shower,
no,
you're not weird at all. Please also make sure you follow me while you're in the shower, and also subscribe to this channel.
Whoa.
In a positive way. I'm not trying to be creepy, you guys.
As long as you were showering in a bathing suit.
I'm just saying it's not weird. I listen to music in the shower. I do all kinds of things.
Yeah, but be careful. It's
What just happened?
What
just happened on the show? The show was going so well.
My phone is not waterproof, but some people have phones that are waterproof, so it's okay.
I guess so.
This show was going so well, and then I don't know what just happened. Follow me on Twitter at Rosenberg, Instagram the Rosenberg, PortionTees.com/Christian Rosenberg, CollarandElbowBrand.com, promo code Rosenberg, save yourself 10%. And for other AfterBuzz TV news and gossip, follow them on Twitter at AfterBuzzTV. Thank you so much for tuning in. For Tom Connolly and Gabby Loren, I am Christian Rosenberg. We will see you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.